Hello everyone. In today's session, we'll discuss about Dynamics 365 Finance, cash and bank management, and cash flow visibility. Understanding cash flow is critical to running a business. The cash flow and bank management module is designed to help auction and maintain company bank accounts and have an accurate overview of money, what is in versus what is out. Some capabilities of the modules are updating and maintaining bank accounts, depositing transfer bank funds, managing letter of credits and letter of guarantee, bank reconciliation, canceling deposits, creating a cash flow forecast, and managing companies' checks and check formats. Let's take a quick look at the cash and bank management module in Dynamics 365. So currently we are in the cash and bank management workspace. As you can see on the left, under the summary, there is a quick link to all the bank accounts, the open bank account reconciliation, all the bank account statements, and there's a functionality whereby we can even input the bank account statement. In Dynamics 365 Finance, the bank account reconciliation can be done automatically, provided the bank account statement is MT940 supported. Using the automatic bank account reconciliation functionality, we can set up conditions based on which the system is automatically supposed to reject the statement transaction and exit the statement transaction, and even a threshold based on which there should be certain transactions which can be adjusted. Having these conditions set up in Dynamics 365 Finance, the users or any company for that matter can input the MT940 format directly into the ERP, and Dynamics 365 Finance is going to have the bank account statement automatically reconciled for you. Let us now go to the right, whereby I can see all the bank accounts which are currently maintained in this particular legal entity. And as and when I select on each and every legal entity over here, I get to see the graphical structure of the balances as well as the transactions. As you can see, I can see what is the current balance, the bridge transactions. Now these bridge transactions are nothing but it could be PDC entries which are yet to be reflecting in the bank account, and I can see the pending balance which needs to be reconciled and the last date as and when this bank was reconciled. Moving to the right, I have a related information and a quick link to bank transfer accounts, bank transactions, bridge transactions, and Power BI report whereby I can see the cash overview of the current company where I am and the cash overview of all the legal entities that are configured in this ERP. Let's now navigate to all bank accounts and see how the bank accounts are basically maintained in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. Hello everyone. In today's session, we'll discuss about Dynamics 365 Finance, cash and bank management, and cash flow visibility. Understanding cash flow is critical to running a business. The cash flow and bank management module is designed to help auction and maintain company bank accounts and have an accurate overview of money, what is in versus what is out. Some capabilities of the modules are updating and maintaining bank accounts, depositing transfer bank funds, managing letter of credits and letter of guarantee, bank reconciliation, canceling deposits, creating a cash flow forecast, and managing companies' checks and check formats. Let's take a quick look at the cash and bank management module in Dynamics 365. So we are currently in the cash and bank management workspace. As you can see on the left, I have a summary where I can see all the bank accounts. I can see all the bank account reconciliations which are open. I can see all the bank statements, and also I have a provision which I can use to import the bank account statement. In Dynamics 365 Finance, there's a provision whereby automatic reconciliation of the bank statements can happen. These automatic reconciliation can happen based on predefined setups. If you have setups defined in the system based on which the system is supposed to reject or accept a certain transaction based on certain criterias, then Dynamics 365 Finance can have the bank account statements automatically reconciled for you. On to the right, I have all the bank accounts which have been created and maintained in the legal entity that I've been logged into. As you can see, I have a detailed information of the bank account code, the currency in which it is operating, the current balance of that particular bank, if there are any bridge transactions and how much is the bridged value, if there is any pending balance which needs to be reconciled. Also, you'll be able to see what is the last reconciled date of this particular bank. By clicking on the respective bank, I can have a graphical image of the transactions and the balance it has been posted in this particular bank account. On to the right, I have further information related to bank account transfers, bank transactions, bridged transactions, and also have a provision to view the Power BI reports related to cash overview of the current company that I've logged into and cash overview of all the companies that I've logged into. Now, the Power BI reports or any information for that matter, which involves data to be pulled from other legal entities, is all based on the user access that has been given to a particular user. Let's now go to all bank accounts and then take an example of one of the bank accounts and see how basically a bank account is created and maintained. So let us take an example of USMF EUR bank account. As you can see, the bank account code has been defined here, the routing number, the bank account number, and the main account to which this particular bank account is linked to. In Dynamics 365 Finance, all transactions are basically subject to ledger and subledger concept. If I have any transactions that are posted with by selecting this particular bank account, it means that system is going to have its financial effect posted directly into this main account. I can have banks grouped into one and then can assign the routing number, the ICN number, IBAN number, everything specifically for this particular group. So having a bank group created, I can have the associated routing number, the routing number type, the company ID, the postcode, the SWIFT code, etc. already defaulted. So let's say a new bank account is going to be created in Dynamics 365 Finance and I select this particular bank group, then all those details including the address and the contact information is automatically going to get updated. Also in the bank master, you need to specify what is the primary currency in which the transactions are allowed. Also, if this particular bank account is going to accept multiple transactions having different currencies, then you can have this particular parameter enabled for that. And then in the additional information, you can see the CIN, SWIFT code, IBAN, company ID, division, post code, etc. of this particular bank account. Moving on to the payments tab, I can see the discounting maximum amount. I can see the pre-notes where the pre-notes are required, whether it is a GIRO account, and for non-sufficient funds, what is supposed to be the charge group and NFC payments journal. If there are any journals which is for NFS payments, then I can have a separate journal created for that. Moving on to reconciliation, I can specify whether this bank is going to use advanced bank automatic reconciliation. If so, I can enable this and I can have the MT940 format directly imported into the system and the system would automatically reconcile the statement for me. Similarly, for bank account related transactions, I can always have the financial dimensions defaulted on the master so that whenever this particular bank is used in any transaction, automatically the transaction vouchers are going to have the financial dimensions defaulted from the master. Moving on to the top, I can see the action pane related to transactions where I can see all the transactions which are posted from this particular bank account. I can move on to the original document from the transactions form and I can also have the bank balance shown right here in the same currency as that of the bank. Moving on to the balance control, I can basically have an overview of the amount before journal transaction posting and after transaction posting. Moving on to reconcile, I can have the bank account reconciliation done. If I need to reconcile any bank account manually, then you need to move on to the specific bank account. On the action tab, click on reconcile and account reconciliation. Here you can specify the statement date as of the bank. You can specify the bank statement ID and the ending balance as of the statement. Once this has been entered, you need to move on to transactions form. Moving on to the transactions form, you can see all the transactions which have been posted by using this particular bank account. You can see the transaction date, the check number, the amount and transaction currency as per the bank. You can see against what related party it was, whether it was against a vendor or a customer, and the respective vendors and customers account code and name. So what you need to do if you're performing a manual account reconciliation is that you need to specify and mark against all those transactions saying it has been cleared, which means that you are manually checking it against the bank account statement and going through transactions one by one and then marking them as cleared. After marking all the transactions as per the bank account statement, you can simply click on reconcile account to do the manual reconciliation of the bank. Also, if there are any transactions which are not available in the system but is present in the bank account statement, for example, some bank charges, you always have a provision to add a new line in the bank account transactions form directly at the time of account reconciliation. Simply select the bank account transaction type. For example, what you can do is you can have a bank transaction type created called let's say interest charges, and have the respective ledger account for the interest charge defaulted here, so that when you post this bank account statement, it's going to make an entry for you, as well as any missed transactions can be entered at the time of having the bank reconciled automatically. You can specify the transaction date, you can specify the amount here, let's say it's 100, and as you can see on the screen, the system is automatically taking the main account from the bank transaction type master, and you can simply reconcile the account. If you wish to see the reconciled and unreconciled transactions under the reconcile action pane, you can simply click on reconciled transaction to see all the transactions which have been reconciled as per the bank account statement. You can even print the bank account reconciliation from here. Similarly, if for this particular bank, if you wish to see the transactions that have been passed in the system using the check numbers, or the check for that matter, you can navigate to manage payments and checks under related information, so that you can see how much was the amount and when was a transaction passed as per every check number. It's possible that by selecting a particular check number, you can view the original transaction against which this particular check has been processed. Let us say a particular bank has a checkbook which has certain check numbers that needs to be configured in the system. Then it can be done easily by moving on to setup tab and then check numbers. So here you can specify what is the number from where it's going to start. So let's say it is 800, and I can see how much is the quantity, for example 10. And what the system is going to do is it's going to give me the check numbers that are generated by the system. For example, if I were to go to the check under manage payments and related information. So currently what we did was we created the check number starting from 800 with the number of checks amount to 10. So here you can see the status of each of the check saying it is created and it's not been used. This is in situation where you have a predefined list of check numbers and you would want the system to use those check numbers only based on whatever is generated here, and you would not wish to give the provision to the user to give the check number manually. Let us now discuss a bit about cash flow functionality which is available in Dynamics 365 Finance. Cash flow functionality is nothing but a prediction of company's future cash on hand. Dynamics 365 Finance cash flow functionality. Before we proceed with the cash flow functionality which is available in Dynamics 365 Finance, let's go through some of the prerequisites. So under cash and bank management, cash flow forecasting, setup. So these are the prerequisites which needs to be set up for general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, budgeting and inventory management. Under general ledger, you can select the liquidity account against which you need to track the cash flow. Under accounts payable, you can set up those parameters based on which the cash flow forecasting is supposed to function. For example, the time between delivery date and invoice date, the default terms of payment, time between invoice due date and the payment date, liquidity account for the payments. If you wish to have a separate time payment time between the due date and invoice date, then you can specify it against the vendor groups. If you wish to override and change the liquidity accounts for the accounts payable module, then you can do it by selecting the respective account against the vendor posting profile. Similar is the case of accounts receivable. You can set up the parameters based on which the cash flow forecasting is supposed to work for the accounts receivable side. You can specify separate payment terms against the customer groups. If you wish to override the liquidity accounts against a particular customer group, then you can do that over here under the customer posting profile. Moving on to budgeting, you can specify the budget model against which the cash flow forecasting is supposed to function. And similar is the case of inventory management, wherein you can specify the inventory forecast model against which the cash flow is supposed to function. Moving on to the transactions, if we were to see the cash flow for a purchase order, you can simply navigate to accounts payable, purchase orders, select an order which has not yet been invoiced. If you see this particular transaction, the purchase order has been confirmed and received but not yet invoiced. And if I go to the invoice action pane on the top and cash flow forecast, I can see what is the forecasting against this particular transaction.